dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intent.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Sony Michel, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the 31, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, Sunday on Sunday.
53, Mike 53.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Browns 180.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Going for a right side here, complete. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Rip right. Alert flare. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes being chased out left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I've talked to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hurry. Big stop, let's go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he caught it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
He's crashing.
Now they try the right side here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 31, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Number 53, Mike 53. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Slam, slam, slam. Check, 53.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
53.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Yellow. Right on these two.
Mike 53.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, yellow, go.
He's checking. Crash. Check. 53's Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He wasn't ready.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike.
15.
53. Mike.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Browns first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Motion. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 20-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
57 color. Watch twist. He's coming. 12 team spell. He's coming, double up. Hero 15. Mike 56. Yeah.
Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And some room to roam now. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now Mahomes. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Yellow. 53 to Mike. 53.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. They still can't get it. And now he's going to use his legs. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Bobo to Mike. Mike's Bobo. Hurry, hurry. 44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with Hunt, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You drop Porter. Hey!
On the run, this is Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a handoff looking right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 50. 6 man.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Set. 180. Right there. 56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Like 50.
They'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
You got 3 down. Slant. Alert 3.
On first down, it's Hunt, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5'9". Mike. All right, T. Let's. All right, T. Hurry. Mike's 59. Let's go. Let's go, T. Tighten up.
They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.